The number one top story of the week is there is no need for BIP 444, Keyan. This is from the October 29th, Bitcoin territory, 19 commas, 330.88 sats. Keyan. What is this?
Yeah, this continues to be about the kind of like op return core versus knots thing and filters. It has escalated to the point where the knots, some people on the knot side, I think with Luke Dash Jr.'s approval, have proposed a BIP, a soft fork for restricting arbitrary data usage, or in some cases data usage more generally, from being included in blocks. So changing Bitcoin's consensus rules to do what filters, some would argue, don't do very well. And yeah, and that this is continues to be an escalation of that. And there's been a lot of discussion about this week. On a lot of it took place on GitHub, some of it on the mailing list.
Yeah, it's
most people would agree. I think even I think even the majority of the filter supporters would probably not support a fork like this, especially the way it's currently proposed. There's also no implementation yet. It is just kind of discussion. But in general, it's attempting. The BIP makes a bunch of claims about the legality of arbitrary data storage and what will happen to node runners, and what Antoine Riard here is doing is contesting that there is any basis for making those legal arguments, those claims in the BIP, and that we don't need to defend against illegality that doesn't really seem to have laws making it illegal yet. Most of the argument here is that most of the laws written about data illegality, especially in decentralized systems, usually the liability falls on the person who added the data, and not the person who is distributing it unknowingly and unwillingly, or without the ability to stop it. And yeah, that's kind of what he's saying here, is like, node operators will not be held liable for this. There's no basis to believe they will. It's all just kind of fear mongering.
Yep. Peppo, you got anything on this?
There was a sentence here. I want to read it. So it's from the fourth paragraph down.
Okay.
Moreover, this line of jurisprudence underlights that any interference with one's fundamental right of expression should be laid down under clear and precise rules governing the scope of the interference. And I just wanted to go over and look at what underlight could mean, because that was new for me to see. And underlight primarily refers to illumination from underneath, a technique used in artistic contexts. So I feel that was the wrong word to use there, but I'm not going to be worried about it.
He's French. He's also, they're a little more artistic.
I mean,
than we are.
Okay. Well,
on this continent.
So like, are you saying like a translation thing?
I think it's probably like, yeah, I think he speaks good English, but he speaks it with a pretty heavy French accent, I would get,
Well, it made me curious because it sounded like a cool word, and it's like, if that's a cool word, I want to use it.
I think we could probably make it a thing if we really want to.
But probably the word should have been highlight.
You probably need some underlight to see things with those.
You're so right.
Yeah, I don't really got any thoughts on this. I feel like it's still all being kind of talked about in the space. Has anybody brought up the whole the thing that the chess piece is still moving? Has anybody talked about battleships still coordinating? Has anybody talked about the thing that Dong has created? Remember
Dong?
Yeah,
mean as in Juan. What is your name? Juan Jeremy's Dong?